Guys, welcome back to yet another episode of my YouTube channel. I know that I haven't been with you guys in like forever, but I don't know if you guys have noticed that I did mention on my Instagram page and on my WhatsApp, for those of you who have direct contact with me, that I will be back on Monday. So here I am. So guys, there's no shout outs this week because there's no one who had to forward anything, who had to share anything, who had to respond to anything for like a couple of weeks, okay? Because I haven't been posting for a couple of weeks. But basically what's going to happen is I'm just going to update everyone on what's been happening, why I've been AWOL on everyone, why I've been quiet, and then after that I'll then carry on with my 3-week series. So let me start off by saying that there are two main reasons why I haven't been posting on YouTube. The first reason is that academics, guys. Second reason is my health, and I'll start off with the one which is of a lighter note because I don't want to scare anyone just as yet, okay? So without further ado, let's begin. So guys, academically things have been rough. Like, final year is no joke. For those of you who are in your first year, your second year, guys, if final years or people who have done final year tell you that final year is rough, please believe them. Final year it's quite a lot, you know. It's quite different, quite the contrary to your first year and your second year. It carries quite the weight, if anything. Literally, like from the year tests to the assessments to the assignments, everything is just heavy. And I remember at some point I thought, you know what, I'm the only one who's feeling this pressure, until I realized that no, honey, actually, after viewing my statuses and after searching different accounting groups on different social media pages, I realized that there's so many of us who are in the same boat, and we are all feeling these different emotions. All of us are feeling overwhelmed, all of us are feeling pressured. So I'm not the only one, and I kind of felt better about myself because at least I'm not the outlier. In any case, guys, that's what I wanted to update you guys regarding my academics. It's been chaotic. It's been hard more than anything. I have been trying to give it my best with the understanding that, you know what, Pili, you've set goals for yourself, goals that you'd really like to accomplish, and one of them being that you want to finish your 3rd year in accounting sciences this year. So that's why I'm pushing. I've been pushing. Another thing that I want to update you guys is that I'm considering doing full-time public speaking / presenting next year. So I'm thinking of just putting a wrap to this whole accounting thing after I finish my undergrad and going out there to chase my passion. My passion being speaking, guys. My passion being presenting. My passion being doing this, you know, speaking to you, giving it my all. So I'm thinking maybe I should just wrap it up and go and be the best version of myself within the presenting, speaking industry. And you never know, you know, I might never know what I'm going to explore, what kind of opportunities I'm going to explore out there, and what I could make out of it. I will give you guys an update on what my final decision is. So that is whether I decide to do my CTA or not. But then until then, you'll need to wait. Now for the scary part. I don't want to say scary because I don't want to scare anyone, but guys, when I found out, I was scared. So hey. So a couple of weeks ago, I found out that I was COVID-19 positive. Yep, I had COVID-19, guys. I had the Rona. I know. What happened was, after my test week, I went to Pretoria. I missed my friends. I hadn't seen my friends in months. So I just wanted to catch up, just wanted to chat to them, chill, vibes, you know, all of those nice things. So I went to Pretoria, got into a taxi, had my mask on, had my sanitizer. Guys, I was so proactive. And I was proactive because I was scared of COVID even way before I had COVID. So a mask was just literally one of the accessories that I always had. Anyway, I saw my friends, and I then, before I went back home, there was a day where I think it was a day before I went back home, I felt very fatigued. I felt so fatigued. And I was just under the assumption that, you know what, P, it's because of the exam stress that you've been going through, and all you need to do is sleep so you can recoup and feel better again, you know, so you can bounce back into your body again. So I did that, ignored it. And then when I got home the following day, I had this non-stop cough. It wasn't ending. It literally came every 2 seconds. I then started having sore eyes. I then started having a sore body and a high temperature. And that's even after taking all the flu meds that you could think of. So I was taking my flu meds and my symptoms were just not getting better. And that's when I realized, hey yo, you need to go test. You know, there might be something that is actually very wrong. You might actually have this virus. So I then went to my doctor and then I asked for a referral to the nearest, referral to my nearest hospital so they can test me. He gave me the referral and then I went to go get tested. The results didn't even take long. They didn't take long. I don't even think they took more than 12 hours. Then I got my results in the morning, the following day, and the shock of my life when I just saw, dear Miss Pilisiwe Shinga, your COVID-19 results are positive. I was scared. And I was already scared, guys, because by that time, a couple of my friends had already announced that a few of them were already getting sick, and they were asking us, has anyone gotten tested? And for those of you who have tested, do you have your results? Just so we know that we might, there is a possibility that we could have this virus, and so we can start quarantining and all of that. At that time, only 2 of us had tested, of which none of us had our results. None of us had our results when our friends started saying they were sick. So when I got my results, I then notified my friends, guys, this is the situation, and this is probably the reason why you guys have been feeling a bit offish, in the last couple of days. So we've all been quarantining since then, and we've learned from that. I think one of the things that we realized as the friendship is that we might have been a bit negligent on our part, because there was 8 of us, and to have 8 people in such a congested place is something else, because we are breathing the same air while we are talking and everything, chatting, laughing. So I suppose this was bound to happen, because there was just too many of us for the space that we were in. We haven't seen each other ever since that time, because we have all just made a vow that we're just gonna wait for this COVID thing to settle down a bit, and we're just gonna wait it out. So guys, my COVID journey was tough. It was tough. First of all, COVID is sore. COVID is not something that I would wish on anyone, not even on my worst enemy. Not that I have enemies, but I'm just saying that COVID is not something that I would wish on anyone. It is a painful virus, and I'm honestly just glad that I got passed through it. I know that many people don't, and so I do consider myself fortunate that I actually made it through. So what was it like? I had symptoms ranging from a fever, diarrhea, nausea, a sore body, a sore throat, a headache. Yeah, I literally had all those symptoms, and they would vary with each day. What would happen is that I would be so much better during the day, and then at night all of a sudden I'd get worse. And that was the most frustrating thing, because at night there's no doctor's room that you can go visit. There's no doctor that you can give a call, because the doctor's call rooms are already not available, they're closed. So that was frustrating. But after day 10 things settled down. And it was just, it was a strange setup. I had to be in a room. I had to have my own bathroom, and I couldn't share anything with anyone. I couldn't share plates with anyone. I couldn't share a teaspoon with anyone. A bathroom, a toilet. I literally couldn't share anything with anyone. I had to keep to myself. It was very difficult being quarantined at home, because I have a 4-year-old brother who just doesn't understand the dynamics of COVID-19, and he would constantly come into the room and say to me that I just want to check on you, I just want to see you. And I'd have to constantly remind him that you can't come and see me because I'm already sick, and I don't want to make everyone sick, And he would understand on the day that I tell him that, but then the following day he would come back again and be like, I'm here to see you again, you're still not better. And I'd be like, no, I'm not better yet. So that was difficult. I'm so grateful for my brother who comes after me. He was so helpful, so handful, always willing to give me anything that I needed from the other rooms, So shout out to him. And I think I'm also grateful to my mother, because she had to carry the whole house with her. At some point, the whole house was developing symptoms, and she had to be strong and sort of take care of all of us. It helped that she wasn't paying attention to the stigmas that surrounded the COVID-19 virus, so she wasn't scared of it. She gave us the utmost care without being, without having stereotypes around it. So that was great. Anyway, guys, this is post 14 days. This is post 14 days of being quarantined, post 14 days of having the COVID-19 virus. And as you can see, I'm A for okay. I just want to find out from you guys, if you can just hit me on my different social media pages. What have you guys been up to? What has been happening? How have you guys been coping with your exam preparations? What tips can you give to other students that are also preparing for their exams? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have a sort of study tip highlight on my Instagram, where I give out different study tips for this exam period, more specifically for varsity students. There's no guarantee in any way that these tips will work for you, but these are tips which have worked for me, and I'm hoping that they can assist you in your study journey and in your exam, during your exam period. So guys, from now onwards I'll be posting on Monday and on Thursday. at 1 p.m. So always be on the lookout for those 2 videos each week. And until Thursday, then, for the next episode, goodbye.